So, hey, kid, I'm rooting for you. It's John Triffin. But I asked the diehards in our Discord, who else are you rooting for? Who else is, less about the state of the franchise? It'd be great if this guy popped off because it would be great for the rebuild, right? We're not really looking at that. Who just in 2025 are you rooting for? You just see getting kicked around in 2024, and you just want him to kind of have a good year. Alex Rude and AJ both said Miguel Vargas. We saw how downtrodden and depressed he was going from the World Series winning Los Angeles Dodgers to the worst team of all time, the 2024 Chicago White Sox. And I agree. It'd be nice for him to... Did he hit a home run with the White Sox? One home run? Maybe we just see a month where he has like a big smile because he's got 5 homers, 7 doubles, 300-plus average. Like, can we just get a good month for Miguel Vargas? Can we get Miguel Vargas feeling all right? Hey, kid, I'm rooting for you. Next up, Mike Tauchman for BDAMS92. A local product. Who wouldn't root for the guy? Come on. I mean, he's a Cubs legend, a White Sox legend. It's a very rare breed. You got Ron Santo, who hated it. You have Neil Kotz, who did better in it. I think Clayton Richard is one of those names as well. David Aardsma is one of those names as well. Kosuke Fukudomi, one of those names as well. Rafael Ortega from last year, one of those names as well. Giovanni Soto. I'm just naming people at this point. Giovanni Soto, one of them. Deoner Navarro, one of them. A lot to think about there. Probably nothing to think about there. But anyways, I do think that Mike Tauchman is a decent guy to root for, especially 2019 Sean. 2019 Sean wants Mike Tauchman to hit 20 bombs. And then finally, my pick, Lenyn Sosa. All this talk about Josh Rojas, all this talk about Jacob Amaya, all this talk about Brooks Baldwin, all this talk about Colson Montgomery. We're not talking about the kid that is just dominating the Venezuelan Winter League. And honestly, I have been talking about Lenyn Sosa dominating the Venezuelan Winter League. In his last 201 plate appearances, 113 in the Venezuelan Winter League and 88 in the major leagues, from September to the end of the year to all of his time in the Venezuelan Winter League. Lenyn Sosa's last 201 plate appearances, 383, 428, 676, 11 walks, 41 Ks. We got to give him a shot, right? I mean, hey, if Andrew Vaughn doesn't do well to start off the year, let's just make Lenyn Sosa the first baseman. I'm not against it. I'm all for it. I'm rooting for Lenyn Sosa. I've called that man a AAA player enough. I would love for Lenyn Sosa to just somehow flip that switch. We kind of saw Romy Gonzalez do it with the Red Sox. Is Lenyn Sosa, I believe, is only 24 years old. Is he in that Romy Gonzalez category? We knew Braden Shoemake wasn't. I don't think Jacob Amaya is. I'm still questioning what Lenyn Sosa is, because I still think he can have a season where he hits like 15 homers in a major league year. Maybe it won't be with the White Sox, but I don't know. I feel like there's something in that old Lenyn Sosa silk hat we found. Along with that, Jake Eder was thrown out from Sox Mom. I don't know if he'll be a starter. I don't know if it's going to be as a reliever, but I think Eder will turn into something. Specifically, Melissa mentioned that she just kind of has some spite left for the Burger trade, and I am for that. I mean, really, it is nice when trades kind of go untalked about for 2 entire years, and then finally the other half of the trade shows up, and it's like, oh, hey, that guy exists. I would like to have Jake Eder exist for a little bit. Maybe he has like 2 to 3 good years as a starter. It seems like he can hit probably 97 in a bullpen role, 96 in a bullpen role from the left-handed side with a nice slider. Maybe Jake Eder can provide or produce for the 2025 White Sox. And then finally, Fresco Elmo threw out Gus Varland, mainly because of the Twitter video made by the White Sox. And I'm rooting for Augustus. I think Augustus was great at the end of the year. And not only am I rooting for Augustus, I'm rooting for Louis. I hope the Varlands come to the White Sox, become above average major league relievers, and we could just have 2 brothers dominating on the bullpen. And that'd be a fun little tandem. And I think just like Amir and Ahmed Khan, they get a boost when they're on the same team. There should be some sort of boost provided. If I know anything about video games, if I know anything about the made-up world, when you play with your brother, you should get a boost. Maybe not Owen and Bret Hart, if we're going back to WWE, because Owen was jealous of how good Bret was. But I digress. I think it'd be good for Louis and for Gus for them to play on the same team. So that's, hey, kid, I'm rooting for you.
We all silly like the mayor.